Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk about why you should strive to do more difficult things. See, interestingly enough, quite often the more difficult route of doing something is often the quickest as well. So if you train yourself to have the resilience, the willpower, and the discipline to do difficult things, you'll find that you'll actually be able to get where you want to be in life quicker than if you tried to take the easy way. And also, doing difficult things will help you build resilience, willpower, and discipline, which on their own will help you create a better life for yourself. You'll be more ready to take risks and make the decisions that will help you create a better life. Whereas people who are always taking the easy way out have pretty much no willpower, and without willpower you cannot create a good life for yourself. It's just not possible. So if you want to have an awesome life, you need to start practicing doing more difficult things. For instance, working out. That's something that actually takes a lot of willpower and discipline to do. Not many people have what it takes to be consistent with working out because you have to make sacrifices for it. You have to sacrifice your time, and you have to sacrifice eating for pleasure, and those things are difficult to do. Not many people are capable of it. But the few who are incredibly healthy, and with their health they end up living longer and they end up being able to do more outdoors activities, and usually they're happier and less stressed because working out gets rid of stress and anxiety in your body. So they end up living happier lives. But you need willpower and discipline and resilience to do that. People who are always taking the easy way out are not going to have it in them to pick up that activity. And this is why it's so important to train yourself to do more difficult things. And this isn't super hard to do. If you're faced with two decisions and they lead to the same outcome, start opting for going for the slightly more difficult one. And you'll find a rather intriguing thing. Quite often, the more difficult route is also the quickest. I mentioned something like this in one of my previous videos where I talked about the quickest way to get over a breakup, which is to quite literally do something incredibly difficult, which is purposefully doing the things and encountering the things that remind you of your ex. And be that listening to songs that remind you of your ex, and doing it on repeat so much that the songs no longer have power over you. That takes a lot of willpower. It's a difficult thing to do. But it's the quickest way to get over someone. Just encountering all the stimuli that remind you of the person. So it's rather intriguing how that works out. You can kind of, in a way, doing the more difficult thing is kind of a shortcut, but it's not an easy way out because it is difficult. But it makes you get to where you want to be quicker than if you try to go the easy way out, where you end up not building willpower, resilience, or discipline at all. And usually the people who take the easy way out do not end up happy. You just can't create a good life for yourself if you're always taking the easy way out. That would mean instead of working out, you're just going to pig out and sit on the couch and watch TV. That means whenever you're encountered with decisions that are tough, you go for the easiest one rather than the one that's going to force you to grow. So get into the habit of purposefully forcing yourself to level up by doing the more difficult thing. And this can be really easy. You can literally do this with your hobbies as well. For instance, if you play a lot of video games like I tend to, play them on harder difficulties. That's going to teach you patience and willpower because it's not going to be fun all the time. You're going to be ending up quite frustrated at times, but that will help you develop those qualities I mentioned. So do that. If you enjoy reading, start reading more difficult books, maybe about philosophy and that sort of thing. Getting more into theory rather than reading for pleasure like fantasy novels. Stuff like that. Just whatever you do, start trying to do things that are slightly more difficult than what you're used to. And with time, you'll develop so much resilience, willpower, and discipline that you'll be able to conquer the world and create an incredible life for yourself. Anyway, I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!